And welcome back to another ABE update. We're racing through June now, and we're coming to the last week of June. This is a very short one, and it's from Saturday the 25th of June. Okay. You see, and what we say here as in home is your wholeness, your entirety. Is not a hoarding of self, constantly in protection of. It is also in you giving only, where has been up to now through validation, so that this energetically links you up. You have this entanglement, if you will. This entanglement then is lost in others' energies, other things and people. When giving from home, you give, but you do not give yourself away. And what a lot of people on your planet are entrapped within is this way of claiming back, as in protection of. And although you feel as though you are becoming stronger, you are actually weakening. You are putting up walls. See that gathering is discernment, but that home is not under lock and key, something that you own and must protect at all costs with walls and barriers. It is a place to share your whole self, a place of your entirety. We do so hope this is remembered in these weeks ahead, with much continuance now. So each time the word home is mentioned, it's in capital letters. And sometimes when the nudges come through, there's a sense that the word has to be capitalized. And so to give the emphasis. So here, Abe is saying that home is our entirety, our wholeness. But it's not a hoarding of self. A hoarding of self is not the genuine self, it's one's personality. And that we tend to always seek validation of ourself, our personality. And we do this by energetically linking out to external things. We get entangled in other energies, other things, other people. So we tend to want to get, I say, self-validation, and we do this by always exteriorizing ourselves, reaching out energetically and having attachments, energetic attachments onto external things, which is usually other things and other people. And of course, when we can give our way, we can again give our energy away. But if it comes from home, which to me sounds like our essential self, then we're not giving ourself away. We can give some energy away, but it's genuine. We're not giving ourselves away. So there's no need to feel that we have to protect ourselves. I think this protection of self is a kind of false sense of one's personality, because your essence can never be lost or given up. And it says that we get entrapped with the way of claiming back. Again, if you falsely give away, then you feel that therefore you need an exchange. So if you give your energies to a person but superficially, you expect them to give you something back, a kind of a reciprocal energy. But that type of kind of exchange is a material thing. It's part of our condition of personality. I've given you my time, my energy, and you've given me nothing. But that type of thing doesn't apply when you're operating from your essential self or a place of home. So when we become energetically attached exterior to ourselves, Abe says, you feel you're becoming stronger, but you're actually weakening. And one of the ways we're weakening is that we're putting up barriers, we're putting up walls, we're putting up these expectations, this kind of, false social contract. I give you and you now give me. But that's actually, weakening us, not making us stronger. And so Abe says, your genuine home doesn't have to be under lock and key. Your wholeness is always going to be there. It cannot be, it cannot be taken away. It cannot be, um, you know, diminished. Um, and so when you're there, when you're operating from your essential self, your home, then you are in a place of entirety. And that place has its own auto protection because it exists. It doesn't need false walls or barriers or social contracts. And you can't diminish it. It's an endless source. You can always give from that genuine place because it's always going to be whole. It's only when you're under the false illusion that you give from your personality, you give from your energy, that you feel diminished, because that's not a place of entirety. You're giving from a false source. You're giving from the commercial grain store, so to speak, but not the place of the genuine source of energy. And they say, we do so hope this is remembered in the weeks ahead. Um, I don't know what they're implying. Maybe that as we go through greater times of dissonance and external, internal distraction and upheaval, the more that we give ourselves away falsely to exterior attachments, then we will be making ourselves weaker. We'll be losing our center of gravity. So in these times ahead, I think it's also perhaps a kind of, I wouldn't say warning, that's too strong, but a kind of strong suggestion that in these times ahead, don't give out falsely onto attachments exterior. If you're going to give out, give from a place of your genuine self, so you won't feel diminished. You always stay whole in yourself. Okay, that's that message for now. Thank you for being here, and until the next one.